Hello folks, welcome back. We're going to be doing Today by the Smashing Pumpkins. I thought I'd already done this and I haven't, so forgive me if you're waiting for this sucker. But lots of good stuff in this one. We've got some clean tone action. That stuff. We've also got some big muff action. I'm using the Wallow by Jupiter Effects. Check this out. Sustain forever. I think that's it. So let's crack on with the first riff. It goes like this. Pretty straightforward. Flattening your first finger on the 11th fret. Then there's a pull off from the 15th on that 4th beat. Just goes round and around. You may bang on some fuzz when the rest of the band come in. Then the last time, which would be on the G sharp, you have this. Then the second guitar part for the intro comes in with some big muff action. Goes like this. Alright, so that bit there is the 8th bar, which ties in with that bit. But essentially, let me turn that off for a sec. 3 chords for the most part, which are, that is a D sharp with A sharp in the bass. Then you go to A sharp major, then down 2 frets to G sharp major. Okay, so we have and around again. Slight variance there, just in the rhythmic bit we have. For the last beat and a half, it's 16th notes, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up. Again. This time we go up to the 8th fret. We could do... You could play it down there if you wanted. Then down to the 4th fret again. Round the first time again. Like that. Actually, that's the 2nd time. But anyway, you get the idea. 3 chords for the most part. Third time is... just put in 1 extra chord, the C, before you go to the G sharp, and then round the same chords again. Okay, there's a 3rd guitar part as well. Goes... does that, right? When you're going... you know, you're playing up here on the 17th fret on the D. That's a half step bend and release. Okay, you go around that 3 times, and the 4th time is just... Now for the verse, it's a little bit more strummy. You get that thing going on, right? Which is basically 2 16th notes. that down up bit at the end of each of those chords, right? So you could put that in if you want, but I think what happens is it's an incidental, you know, so the strumming's probably playing it, but you're not going to be fretting it, so it'll be more like... And you've got that rhythm going on there. So we have, and again, you could put in the root if you want, right? The bass plays that, I'm sure. But that's interesting, that rhythm there. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And note that I'm not strumming all 6 strings at the same time, right? I'm strumming kind of the first 4 for the first part. And for that accent, I strum all of them. Like that. Okay, so you've got 2 accents in there. All right, do that twice. The third time is this. That's different now, isn't it? Much more sort of driving. So it's down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Fourth time. You go to the C with this. Down, 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 up, down, up. This bit's cool. Put your fuzz on. We're going to play this. Do that 3 times. Fourth time is... like that. Okay, pretty straightforward, right? You got the tab. I'm not going to go through that again. But the other guitar part, second guitar part, goes... and it holds out, right? 4 there. 4 there. And then we go down, down, up, down, down, up. Then... and when you go for that bend, my finger is actually muting the string just immediately below it. Below it in pitch, sorry. Above it in terms of physically where it is. And I've got my thumb over the top, so I'm muting those strings, right? So nothing else is going to be ringing out. Okay, now live, James plays that. And then he abandons it and, you know, gets back into the chords again, right? So the 4th time, then he could still join in with the... like that, okay? Back into the verse 2 now. All that stuff again. In fact, that's exactly the same as we played it before, including all that stuff. Exactly the same. Then there's a second guitar part that goes over the top of that, which goes something like this. Hard to hear, but it's essentially... okay, that's the first 2 bars. That's quite tricky. Just because you're playing stuff on, you know, adjacent strings, they're on the same fret. Next 2 bars go... then the 3rd time I think it's this. got that, straightforward enough, and then you're going to put on the fuzz. So we have, this is really out of the intro, isn't it? So you're doing a grace note slide from 8 to 12. Then we got this pre-chorus bit, which is just 4 chords, all 8th notes. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? 1st fret, 4th fret. Here, I use my 1st finger and my little finger, because to move to that chord, I leave my little finger where it is, and I'm just adding the rest of the major chord, right? Do that 3 times, 4th time. That's that, and then we're into the chorus, which is... That's twice round 2 bars. So we have Smashing Pumpkins are awesome in this sort of stuff. It's just a variation, right? And around again. Third time. Like that. So we have 4th time then is just 8th notes all the way. The big muff is on for that bit. I turned it off so you could hear what was going on. There's also this, which goes over. This is the fill over the C part. Over those 2 bars, we have something like that. So we have then we have another pre-chorus bit, which is so this time you're just playing the 8th note straight, and this has the bend on the 1st time. Like that, and the 3rd time. And then the last time just goes... You cut it in half, right? That last measure is just 1 bar. And then you're into the... You go around that 4 times, and then you end on the 11th fret. Now, meanwhile, the other guitar part is going to be playing. Plays that 4 times and ends on. Then we have some fills in the outro. First one is just some unison bends. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Pretty simple, right? It's 8, 6, 4. With accompanying bend. The other part goes... There's some effect on it as well, but you know, you could do it either an octave down or here. And the last time goes 1, 2. So that's 11, 13, 11. And that is it, folks. You're done. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you soon.